The unmistakable symphony of late spring. The sounds of baseball ushering in renewed hope.
It's great to be back. It's therapeutic. I think we've all needed it, not just players and coaches, staff, but also front office and the fans. I mean, hearing the crack of the bat, the sounds and the smells of baseball, it's always been a big part of recovery, whether it was war in the past or economic issues or, in this case, a pandemic or 9/11. We need this. It's a nice way to turn the page and get back to normalcy.
The COVID pandemic reshaped America's pastime in 2020, a shortened season with cardboard cutouts instead of fans in the stands. But this year, baseball's back with a new normal.
We learned quite a bit from last year.
Major League Baseball issuing a 108-page health and safety manual with protocols each team must follow to play ball.
The manual is written in pencil, and we have to be adaptable. And one of the things we learned last year is that if you can't be flexible, you can't play in this environment.
Players are now required to wear contact tracing wristbands and face coverings in team facilities and in the dugout. Players are also restricted on where they can and can't go.
I think it's kind of, you got to just compartmentalize it. You know, we want to do our jobs to the best of our abilities, but at the same time, you know, guys are being safe. You know, the protocol that we have in place, and guys are sticking to that and just trying to stay on our best behavior, I guess, to be able to allow us to do what we love to do.
We can protect them all we want inside, but they still have to follow these outside. And that's where most of the transmission has been occurring. So while we are cautiously allowing them to do outdoor dining, we don't recommend it, and we want them to consider the possibilities. And one of the problems for the players is that although this is a young, healthy population that has a low likelihood of getting serious complications from COVID, their careers could be at jeopardy. If you miss 7 to 10 days of training, that could have a big effect on your potential for making the club or being a starter. I mean, all the players know the story of Wally Pipp, who took a day off due to headache and never got his job back.
Vaccinations aren't mandated, but the league says if 85% of a team gets the shot, they may loosen restrictions. This year, fans are returning to the stands to watch the games, but it's in a limited fashion. Here at Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, they hope to fill up the stands at some point during the season. Meanwhile, occupancy, it's a state-by-state decision.
I think the players understand the sacrifice they got to make, and that's really what sports is all about for me. And we know that, you know, our responsibility is to maintain good health so we can play the game. We're at a very, very critical time. Major League Baseball has worked extremely hard to get us back on the field, and they might have lightened the restrictions, such as having the fans come, and we don't want to miss that. We don't want that to go away. So we want to take our responsibility seriously and make sure that we protect where we're at right now.
Believe me, it's heavy on our shoulders to make sure that every fan that walks through that gate feels comfortable and confident knowing that we have his or her health in mind and safety. And that goes for our staff. It goes for our players and coaching staff. It's a tremendous responsibility. And every day we feel like we're at risk. And knowing that, we're going to take all the proper steps and be as careful and as close to the vest and confident as we can.
A long season ahead with so much at stake on and off the field.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.